Hey everyone, and welcome to another edition of Gotlegs. Right now, it's 8 minutes past 2 p.m. My start is at 4:35 p.m. So about 2.5 hours until my start. I will be leaving in about an hour's time to get out in good time to the airstrip and just basically make sure that I'm in good time and I have time to warm up and take in the caffeine and not stress too much about the circumstances, but just making sure that is covered. I plan on doing a pretty easy warm-up, so I have the warm-up to get out there, which is about 30 minutes, probably not more than zone 1 and zone 2. And then I really looked into how I should warm up for this time trial, because it's only 15 kilometers, so I don't need like a massive warm up. And apparently all the studies point towards that. If you just have a great, easy warm up, zone 1, zone 2, and then a couple of efforts, that should be enough. So I'm planning on doing that. Probably just do 2 times 30 seconds just to get the legs opened, and then head over to the start about 10 minutes before we need to start. The bike still has 1 bottle cage on, and that's because it's just easier for me to have the bottle on the bike when I'm riding out there. So as soon as I get out there, I will be taking off that bottle cage and taping up the holes. I feel like I'm ready for this. I've come to the fact that I can't really do much more from now on. I think that my preparation has been as good as it could get, given the fact that I've had about 8 weeks to get here. I'm not a time trialist. I don't have a huge FTP or anything like that, so it's not really my discipline. But given all that, I think that I've had the structured workouts that I have had. I've spent time stretching, getting as flexible as possible, and basically deloading my training stress towards today. So this past week, I haven't been riding as much. I've still had the same amount of rides, but the duration and the intensity has been different. So a lot shorter duration, but then having a bit more intensity in my workouts to keep the legs going, but having that fatigue come up a bit. So the plan is still to ride a time that's below 23 minutes and hopefully very close to 22 minutes and 30 seconds. And hopefully that'll be able to get me the win. If that's possible, I don't really know, but if I get sub 23 minutes, or basically if I just can't ride any faster than I'm able to, then that's it. I can't really do anything about a rider showing up being a better rider than me. All my preparations have been as good as they can get, and from there on out, it's just about me having to ride. So I'll check in an hour's time, getting ready to get the kit on and grab my bag and then head out to the airstrip. More or less ready now. Getting the helmet on. I'm actually pretty, not nervous, excited probably is the best term. I haven't done anything like this for quite a while. So I felt all day like I've been on the edge. I felt very energetic, very happy, very outgoing. So hopefully I will keep that up until I'm done with this, and then I can crash and burn from then on. But it's been great actually having that feeling again, those sensations, because it's just so unlike anything you experience in your everyday life. Really having that tension in your body, that stress actually probably is, just getting ready to go. And also these gloves are just so incredible tight, but hopefully they'll be aero and give me an even better time today. As you can see, I'm also wearing the Aero socks right now, as well as the low Velotus covers. Actually pretty easy to get on, so not that big of a deal. The bike is ready, chain is looped, one bottle cage. The other one has been taped off. Don't know if you can see that, but 2 pieces of electrical tape right there. The same thing will happen for this one as soon as we get out there. So I guess that's it. Let's head out. So I've made it to the airstrip. It's about 3:45, so about 50 minutes until my start. Sipping on some pre-workout. This is actually a double dose of what they actually recommend, but because I'm from Denmark, they don't have that much caffeine in pre-workouts. So there's only 100 milligrams of caffeine in 1 scoop. So took 2 scoops. And hopefully this will get me enough caffeine. I'm not a coffee drinker or anything like that, so my caffeine tolerance isn't that high, but I guess 2 cups of coffee would be good enough. It is a bit windy out here. I've had a tailwind all the way out, and which was pretty nice, making it very easy to keep the stress down and keep my wattage down. And unfortunately, the headwind is in the wrong direction, so it's on the nice tarmac, but I can't do anything about it anyways. It's equal for everybody, and hopefully I'll just be as strong so it won't be any problems. So I'll finish up my drinks, and don't know if I'll catch you later or until the results are in. So wish me luck, maybe. And flash forward 3 weeks. It's taken the time to actually make this video because I've been super lazy and I have other projects that I'll get back to. But just to sum it up, as you can see from the pictures, it actually went pretty well. I ended up winning, which was the goal to begin with. I ended up with a time of 23 minutes and 49 seconds. So well above the mark of going below 23 minutes. The runner-up was 10 seconds slower than me, and the third place was around 33 seconds slower than me. I averaged 38.85 kilometers an hour, which was, as I mentioned, below the mark. However, because of the wind out there, a guy who rode it a couple of years ago compared it to his ride this year and said he was actually slower but producing more watts this year. And that probably had to do with the wind coming from the direction that it came from, and also the intensity that the wind had. Again, I'm not a time trial specialist, but after doing the time trial, I actually read a bit about it. And most people actually recommend that you go harder in the headwind and then go a bit easier in the tailwind, because the amount of extra watts you have to push in the tailwind won't be equal to the amount of kilometers an hour you will be riding faster. Compared to when you're riding into the headwind, you'll be doing more time in the headwind. So if you actually produce more power, that time will be shorter. And also the gains that you'll be able to make by going above what you're actually doing will be better for you than doing the extra wattage in the tailwind. So lesson learned for next time. I wrote the time trial without actually looking at my power data. I just went as hard as I could and maintained the speed for the 3 rounds. My average watts ended up being 297 watts, which is just shy of 300 watts. It would be nice to break the 300 barrier, but I'm good with that. The lower wattage output could be due to me being in a more aero-tuck position. Might have been able to push out more wattage if I was just in my normal position, but that's anyone's guess. So overall, pretty happy with the results. And after the race or the time trial, I was just so hyped on the whole experience that I actually started looking for time trial bikes, so that maybe I could participate in some time trialing events next year, as well as the company time trial. Ended up ditching the idea a bit because I've had 3 time trial bikes before and all of them have been sold again. And there's a reason for that, because I'm not really a time trial kind of guy. I love riding time trials, but I'm not very good at it. So it would be a compromise between me having a good time on the bike and having horrible results. And I don't think I'll do that, actually. But another thing that it got me started with was looking into maybe getting an aero bike. Because right now I have my S-Works SL5, I have my S-Works SL6. The SL5 was kind of like a lightweight bike when it came out. It was a climber's bike. They didn't have the ATS and all that. And then they produced the SL6, which was more a do-it-all kind of bike. It was kind of aerodynamic and kind of lightweight. And then they released the SL7, which basically eliminated the bench aero bike and introduced the ATS lightweight climbing bike. So I have a do-it-all kind of bike in the SL6, lightweight and basically a bit aerodynamic, but I don't really have a true aero bike, and I've never really had one. So that's maybe the next project, or it actually is the next project, but more on that later. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, watch the other videos, and until next time, bye.